arrested for any type of violent assaultive type offense, have
No,
you?
sir.
And are you wanting the judge to vacate the protective order, which would allow you to come back in the house and take care of your kids?
Yes, sir.
No further questions, past witness.
No.
All right.
Call,
Why don't you step over a little bit?
call Jonathan Kinney.
Mr. Kenny, if you'll please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. Is that yes? All right. Step back a couple steps for me there.
You're Jonathan Kinney, is that right? Spelled the same way? How old are you, sir?
34.
All right. And you are married to Amanda Kinney, is that right? On August the 9th, 2020, there was an altercation at your house, is that correct?
Yeah.
Who called the police?
She did.
And who got arrested?
She did.
And did you tell the police that you wanted to pursue the charges?
No, I didn't. Like I told him I didn't employ all the beginning.
Okay. But they issued a protective order keeping your wife out of the house, is that right? Are you asking the judge to vacate that protective order?
Yes, please, because I'm not turning down out of town work, so I can always get my aunt to help me somewhere during the days, but she can't help me at night time. I make most of my money going out of town at Corpus and San Antonio. So far, I've been having to turn down about 4 jobs since all this went down, so I've been, working just here and there locally, trying to, make things move on, dealing with my kids.
So how many kids you have?
I have to.
3 kids. And your wife usually cares for those
She
3
cares
kids?
for them. I work from sun up to sundown usually. She deals with the kids on every aspect, as far as school and everything.
You have one that's special needs, is that correct? Sorry, go ahead. Mr. Beck.
And you feel like it would be safe for your wife to come back in the house and reassume her duties?
Yeah. That's enough all I can do.
That's all I have.
Mr. King, just briefly, where were your children on the events that happened on the month?
They were asleep in the room. They just heard all the commotion going on.
And where were you all in the house when this happened?
Went from the living room to the kitchen, just surrounding that general area, right there, back and forth.
Mr. Kenny, you understand what you're asking me to do. You're asking me to get rid of the protective order that's on your wife right now. Okay. And you understand that if I do that, there will be no restrictions. She'll be able to come back and whatever originally started this fight to begin with, I'm assuming you're not afraid of, is that correct?
Yeah, I was not, dropping off and keep it on there, I think, that's all.
And are you going to assure me it's not going to happen again? And you're not afraid of your kids being around your wife?
No. Not afraid.
And you realize that if you invite her back into the home, this happens again, you can't come back and say, hey, I made a mistake, or, why did y'all lift that?
No, I understand that. I wish they wouldn't have put one in the first place. I understand why they do it, but I'm very good
Where do y'all live?
for them.
Anything else? Yeah.
I'd just like to make mention that there is an open CPS case on the children.
Is there a safety plan on that yet?
Not that I'm aware of, it's just under investigation.
Well, obviously, Mr. Pask, your client will need to cooperate with that investigation with CPS. So if there are services that are offered or a safety plan that's put in place, she'll need to work that plan
Absolutely.
and do whatever she needs to do for that.
They called a few days after the incident, but they haven't called them
They
back.
haven't called us back since. They actually came to see the kids. And that was the last I heard.
Well,
Figured it was just.
I don't know what they'll do. I mean, they could move forward, and if they put a plan in place, then I expect to follow that, and that may be placement. Okay, whatever that may be, I don't know. I don't have anything to do with it.
You know, I'm not-
I don't know if your attorney's representing you on that, but this is just having to do with the protective order and I guess the eventual criminal case that will be, is it filed yet?
It is not, no.
All right. Any other witnesses? You can have a seat, sir. Any witnesses from the state?
No, no.
So what's the state's opinion then? You don't have any witnesses, do you have an objection to this?
Oh, we would just out of precaution not to review, ask the court not to review or into protective orders if it is a pending CPS case as well as the children have special needs or being home.
Well, who, I'm assuming you've talked to your CW on this, right? Okay. So is there any other witnesses to this? Do you have any evidence? You're just objecting to it just to object? Okay. All right, well, where's she at? All right. Make sure you understand what this means. You're still under regular bond conditions, okay? So don't do anything stupid. Make sure you follow all those conditions. Make sure you're doing everything you're supposed to do. And stay away from any alcohol or anything. That sounds like what started this in the first place, all right? Don't do that. Again, take care of the kids. I understand having to take care of multiple kids with one person working and you're the one, you don't have any history or anything like that. Is that correct? All right. I'll grant that motion. All right. We're off the record. So I'm assuming she has still the regular conditions of bond. and things
She
like
does.
that. So we can lift the stay away, of course, but everything else, you know,
Yeah, sure.
the standard
Sure.
conditions, she'll need to make sure she follows.
Right.
Okay.
Can you make a note on here? I asked her if she actually received any written conditions of bond, and she said no, but.
She probably did.
Right.
She should have checked in with Mr. White right thereafter, but.
Thanks.
There's the order.
Should I take this to?
To take it, sign.
Judge, everything okay?
Oh, yes, sir. Everything's good. How are you?
Hanging in there.
Don't see you come out here too often.
Not too long at all.
That's good though. I mean,
Believe it or not, my son was a prosecutor in Collin County for 2 years.
oh, really? I didn't know that.
But then he went to work for a woman by the name of Darlene Crowder. And now he's more or less out with me. He's got an office up in McKinney.
Oh, really?
And I'm gonna still be, downtown with Toby and Rex. But,
Okay. So it's you, Toby, and Rex.
and
Somebody else is in there too, right?
Chris Mulder.
Yeah.
Now we have, Keith and Kevin Harris.
Yeah, then
Yeah.
with you too?
Yeah, they're there.
Man, that's awesome. So, I guess see, when I left, they were over in Tarrant County, so I
Right.
guess they did that a few years. And they came
Exactly.
back.
So they've got, they always have a few cases going on in Tarrant County. People
Right.
really like them over there. And everybody loves the twins,